Hey everyone, I want to remind you that waylays and melees are a bunch of adults using adult language talking about adult content, so viewer discretion is advised. Thank you.
Last time on Waylays and Melees.
And he points, you see this rider pointing to all of you and raising up 4 fingers, 2 fingers, and you see them going back and forth in some sort of quiet negotiation. There's an exchanging of a coin purse, and then you see the rider like pointing at him vigorously and getting like real close and imposing on this guy. And it's the first time that you've seen this man with a cigar look like he's scared to get punched in the face.
I'm really worried that the
northeast.
sun's going away.
Yeah, it is. It has gone away before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not excited for it to do
Right.
it again.
It seems like it might be doing that again. And how many of these suns do they have? Are there a limited amount? No one knows. Look, it's not as hot as it was earlier.
It's getting cold.
It is getting colder.
I'm not okay.
Yeah. Someone needs to turn it back on.
Am I okay?
Are you okay? I think so. In my heart, I would like to believe so. So, who knows?
When is that coming back?
12 hours? Give or take.
Why is it gone for that long? Why does it go anywhere?
Go to the other side.
Of what?
I'll start freaking out because of the predator.
I'm trying to flap.
Man!
Maybe my feet do the flapping.
No wonder nobody bought us.
Screaming, howling.
Are you sad that you didn't get buffed?
Gagged and except him, and he's like a child.
Yeah.
Which
I'm actually getting come up with hood.
can we talk about the fact that they sold a child and said that they got him from the war? And people bought it.
I just put my hands on
He bought it.
Hey, don't put me in this. I'm here with you guys. I don't know what's happening.
I'm 7.
I'm 7. They're both children.
Waylays and Melees now!
From broken homes to the great wide, unsettled souls roaming through this life. So we all try to do what's right, but it's a long, long road to ride until you cross to the other side. Peace, find your soul wrapped in warm in love, 'cause we all try to do what's right, but it's a long, long road to ride. Oh, it's a long, long road to ride. So, breakfast is over. Everyone is being rushed through breakfast.
I do the same thing.
I believe you. In my heart, I believe you. And I'm happy for you. Because I know what's next.
Oh boy.
And they're being assigned groups in the training yard. So everyone's kind of being doled out. And there are plenty of gladiators and house servants who are not joining the caravan. It seems there's probably about 26 to 30 or so in total who are being divvied up. And you all are being ushered in. You don't see Tibbs. You don't see Greg and Ebron. In your group, you see them in the training yard. and you don't see Emili at all.
We don't see any of them.
You see Tibbs and Gregor Nebrin
Okay.
in the training yard.
Okay.
You do not see Emili at all. Go ahead.
I want to try to make my way towards them.
So as you start motioning towards them, and you feel a hand, like touching your hand, like pushing backward, and Surtos is giving you the shake now.
Touching you.
Touching me.
Touching me. Sweet Caroline.
And then you hear Tibbs go, bum, bum, bum. And then the whips. And poor Tibbs goes down. And you did this.
I'll wait.
Tibbs always goes down.
It's a good idea to wait.
It's already down.
It's true.
Oh my god.
She stands tall to
I
go
find that
down.
offensive.
Alrighty, you guys start getting ushered into your wagons. You watch all of the groups go, and then it's finally you in your group, and you are led for sure, for certain, to the second to last wagon,
Oh, okay.
and you get
Sweet.
put into it, and you see already in it are Tibbs and Greg and Ebert.
I want to look back. There's still no sign of Emili.
Give me a perception check. Roll it hard.
Crazy.
Whoa! You did it.
Crazy.
No. And you're looking inside this wagon as hard as you fucking can.
No, I mean, because before I went into the wagon.
Your eyeballs not only
I was
zoom
looking- I
out
was
to
looking
see everything, but then also when you get into the wagon, they do the SpongeBob thing and they're just like touching.
Not in the
walls.
theater of my mind.
No, yes, and here. No, thank you.
I'm going to look to Tibbs and Greg and Nebrin and see if they seem at all concerned that Amelia is not here. Emily.
You get the sense of anxiety, but not dread by any means. Not like panic, but just like hope this fucking works.
Yeah.
Type of.
Could she have been chosen to stay here?
Are you asking this in game?
The Tibbs and
And Tibbs will say, like give you the shush.
R19, whatever the heck other digits there are.
yes, hard man.
Relax.
We're
just
all
going on a
gonna
trip.
die.
You know, favorite
Rocket ships in through the sky. The last time.
You're the worst!
I'm the only one that should be caring to keep this together, and I'm the one like hammering this shit off.
Emili deserves to be here.
She will. I mean, first off, I don't think any of us actually want to be on this ride.
Darby, I kind of do. This was only the second time I've ever ridden in a wagon. Kind of
And the first one went so well.
Like a dog in a car, like so happy, can never actually like lay down or relax. You're always sitting.
Her beak's like right against the bars, so she can't get out it.
It's a good time.
Are they lacking up the doors and stuff? Right?
Yeah, you all get placed. You're not
I
shackled.
was just saying, do we get our bracelets? And
You don't get bracelets.
No friendship bracelets. This
But you
time.
are
Yay.
Yay.
placed into the wagons, and they are heavily locked.
And Amelia isn't here.
Not that you can see, and there's canvas draped over all of these wagons, all of the carts.
Okay.
So it gets started. You hear the "Yeah!" and the
Kill.
horses kill, and then the horses die because their key was too strong. Hadouken!
who parks a car there?
Now, Jacob, you're gonna have to pull the cart yourself. Told you not to Hadouken the goddamn horses every fucking time. Oh no, Paul. None of that happens, except for in my hopes and dreams.
There's no monks.
This is like people stay awake worrying about tomorrow. This is why I stay awake thinking of. It's like, what if that did happen? Though? Like, who is Jacob? Like, really? Alright, so now that whole mess is over,
Moving right along.
you guys travel for the better part of a day. The caravan makes camp. You can hear the horses getting unhinged and what you presume to be taken to a waterway to drink through the through you see the canvas being pulled toward the door and through the bars, small cups of gruel and then small cups of water, one of each for each of you. I'm burning all this down. I'm not taking any of you with me.
I'm gonna use prestidigitation on the gruel, but also prestidigitation on the water to taste like syrup.
Ooh.
I'm down.
And pour it into the gruel.
Oh.
And just intake all of it in one soup.
This is a suppository.
Oh.
Does anyone want mine?
Yeah. Just see.
Like those parrots that eat sideways and shit, and their tongue just flaps out a bunch. Awesome. Just little. What was his name? The seagull from Little Mermaid.
Oh.
No.
Oh no!
It's not Sebastian.
Doesn't it start with a C? I don't remember.
Crustacean.
Clyde? Did you say Clyde?
Clay! Clay!
He's dead now. He ate a gold piece.
He didn't know what to do with it. He wasn't ready.
Heavy metal
It's too much responsibility.
That's why I never paid him.
They paid him in hopes and dreams.
Scuttle.
Oh,
You look it up, Scuttle.
I knew it was like an S or something.
Alright. Rip.
Blame you.
It doesn't take too long before... Huh? Alright, before the caravan's on the way again. As late afternoon turns into early evening. And early evening into night. And you can hear the tunes playing from afar. Some lutes and some lyres. Of a seemingly fairly larger than what you had just hit campsite, and you're approaching it relatively soon. Jesus Christ, dude!
That was like some horror movie noises.
BBEG right there.
I can't deal with this shit, man.
That was the big bad right there.
Oh my god.
Ripping
Alright.
into reality.
Anyway, we will cut to Rayne riding on a horse with a name.
Jazz hands are an imitation
Martin.
of actual Rayne.
It's tentacle jazz hands. Martin. We'll cut to Martin, who's more important.
So hot.
Yeah. What happens to him? What is his backstory? How do we get him to become level 20?
He's a level 20 horse.
He's a level 20 already.
This goes like a mile.
That's
and a
why he
half.
has tentacles. And Martin stops because he's being halted at a gate. This is the fourth town that you've come across. And it seems like each one of them have the same bothersome border patrol. You're already in the realm. It doesn't make any sense. Like, this is I'm already 4 towns in. Like, I don't need more permission, but they're asking me to ask more permission. This is what you've been dealing with. This has been your morning.
So it's basically Texas.
Terrible day.
Yeah, it's like,
So they really are dicks.
so, just walking clothed floppies.
Little flap.
Little chode monsters. Like my run today.
It's a good run.
That was a good run.
More than I can like.
I made a beanie.
Oh, just one hiccup.
Just one hiccup, yeah.
So, you reach the town guard, and he stops you and says, "Oh, there, traveler. Now, what's your business here?"
I'm looking for a horned man.
Looking for a horned man.
Yep.
This isn't that kind of town. Now, I don't know what you're peddling, but you look worse for wear.
Listen. I'm looking for a caravan that was carrying a horned man.
Looking
Now,
for a
do
caravan.
any caravans coming through here?
One came through not too long ago, maybe about a week, maybe less.
Alright, sounds good. Now, what were they transporting?
I don't know. They were
Don't you check
merchant
what they
goods.
transport?
It wasn't my shift, man.
Alright.
Why don't you get all the way off my fucking back, bro? Do you want my manager, Karen?
Actually, yes.
He's like immediately cuts hair into bob. It grows shorter into a bob.
Oh boy. Alright, now,
This is ridiculous.
Now, where-
I've been traveling.
do you know
all
where
day.
this caravan went?
Yeah, they took the east road.
East Road. Alright, I will be following them.
Is this a horned man? Is he dangerous?
Yes,
Do you have some sort of bounty on him?
I do.
Do you have papers?
No papers. I don't think
You don't.
I have papers.
You have an assignment.
Keyword you don't.
Assignment
Yeah.
from higher power.
You're one of those types. Well, look, it's not our town, so it's not my business anymore. But, forewarning, if you get into a town and there is some sort of bounty and an altercation, you're going to run into legal problems unless you have the proper paperwork for a bounty. But, again, not my town. Not my pig, not my farm, as I've heard before. I've heard that somewhere.
Make that up right now.
I made it up, letter
I
Kenny.
want to find a bird. I wanna find a bird. I need to send a
the
message.
messengers?
Yeah.
Alright. We have some of those inside here. What all weapons and such do you have, if any?
Just,
You could just brandish, like,
yeah.
if you want.
It's sword I have here.
Alright. Just forewarning, just like everybody else. If you draw those for any reasons, the unlawful intent, you will be judged harshly and on the spot. Do you understand this?
Everything I do is lawful.
Great. Go on in.
Everything I do is like I've heard that before.
Do his magic.
I am the law.
You fucking Judge Dredd. I am the law. Alright. That's a great movie. Anyway.
You get handled.
I'm gonna send a bird for. See if I can give you papers.
Okay.
Just make things a little easier.
Yeah. Update
Kill
them
people.
where you are and that you need bounty papers for the. Okay. Yeah. All right. And do you describe?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
May have skill in special.
Armed and dangerous.
Definitely still has.
Definitely
Do you
still
have your
dangerous.
apron that says
Shit.
the code?
I do still have the apron.
Okay.
Intent, malice, a malicious intent.
I put
100%.
that in the description as well.
Talks about shivving people.
Can't wear it to school.
We've all had those shirts.
Hard cut to, or smash cut rather, to Rayne riding hard out of the town eastward, following fresher tracks of a caravan, maybe a day or so old. 2 days old. To be
Week or
fair,
so ago.
yeah, the guy didn't know.
I figure.
He's part-time. He's trying to go through college. It's a hard. Anyway, He's getting his
There goes our
last grade.
college community.
Right?
Your mom went to college.
Got her.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean,
Nighttime caravan situation. You all hear Tibbs, and she goes, I'm kind of getting a little worried there, because I haven't spoken to Emili since this morning.
is this the second camp? Or-
I've counted 2, and that was a great count. 1 into 2. But
Okay, I wasn't sure if we were talking like camp for a night, then to the next night, and then camp again.
no,
So-
they're just the stops that we made.
Okay, gotcha.
Where'd you last see her?
Well, we saw her just before we had to go eat. Because slave quarters are all kind of together in like one big room. So we were all there, and then we talked to her real quick, and then we got ushered out into the training grounds, and then we didn't see her.
She wasn't escorted out with you?
No. We kind of lost her. But I don't know. And I fear that maybe she was found out or something. Or I don't think she'd turn us in. She didn't have any real reason to.
Well, if they weren't going to sell her, or if they offered not to sell her, would that be a good enough reason to turn us in?
I don't think so. But people have done worse for less. She's such a sweet girl. I'm not sure.
It's the sweet ones you gotta watch out for.
That's true. That's what they said about me.
And look at who I'm watching out for now.
Well, he's a good boy. He's just like pointing at Falco. The most normal looking of you, but still an oddity. Like, the dude ripped. Like, why can you live a Volkswagen? You just...
How old are you again? I can't ever remember. Not even a teenager.
Yeah.
So many roids as a kid.
No drugs.
Trucks are bad.
Drugs are bad, okay?
He just ate the hearts of his enemies.
That's right.
That's how you get stronger.
Some brains too. I got a little smarts there.
Well,
Wings!
I'm going to go ahead and can we move the what is it over the top?
Canvas. It's a canvas draped over and kind of roped down on. So there are parts of it where you can kind of try and finger the canvas. Are you trying to finger the canvas?
I'm just trying to.
Are you trying to finger it?
I'm trying
You
to
trying to
pull
put
the
your finger in
canvas
there?
away from the back so that I
With
can
what,
see out
though?
the back.
With what?
My fingers.
That's right. That's
With my spatula.
It's immediately commandeered. It's the only thing I'm going to railroad you into doing. You have to use your fingers for this canvas. All eye contact. Don't look away.
I'm just trying to separate
Good
out the
Lord.
flaps.
Yeah.
on the back.
With
You're just not working on this one, are you?
I'm just going full bore into it. Might as well.
With your
let's
fingers?
separate those.
Oh, there goes a female. Now it's just done. Fuck it. I'm out.
There goes our proctologist. Sorry, guys.
Oh, that reminds me.
No!
I love that reminds you.
No!
It's the worst.
Let me share it on Discord.
Oh my god, I love it. Alright, there's gonna be so much to look at when I work on this stuff. Okay, perfect. Yeah, you can get, there's a crease, there's a flap, just a little bit of a split.
Just let me open the damn flame of the
You can
canvas.
see. There's firelight out there, and there seem to be a few people sitting around it, but it's very difficult to make out figures. And very quickly, a shadow passes by. What do you do?
That's fucking terrifying. I'm just gonna calmly back away.
Okay, as you're backing away, Tibbs goes, "What'd you see?" And then as she says that, the canvas drapes open real quick, and in pops Emili, and she's between the canvas and the iron gate.
You're fucking terrifying. Please don't do that.
What? No, yeah, we have to hurry. We have to hurry. We should be very quiet. And she's going to... Huh?
Where have you been?
I'm just getting the keys. And she's starts unlocking it. She pulls off the big lock, and she's like, tries to open it, but she's in the way. So she like is about to slide out between the canvas and the door, and she says, "Okay, I'm going to cut the canvas down here. We have to work very quickly, and when you come out, we are running this way." And she's gonna point off to the left. You're right. She says you have to stay low and stay quiet. Okay? All right. And she's gonna squirm back out. You hear a very muffled thud, and then cut, and then and the canvas is pulled open real quick, and she quickly opens the door just enough to be caught into the draping over canvas and holds it open. And she goes, "Come on, hurry!"
Yep, go on.
Go.
All right.
I'm first.
Yeah, all
Got that bitch.
Roll out.
All of you hop out. Tibbs helps her. As Tibbs is the last one out, helps her very quietly close the door and pull it back down, and makeshift tie the canvas just very quickly.
What she had like a dagger.
Yeah, she has like a very small knife, like a kitchen knife. And you have to put in context, a dagger is actually like, half the size of a short sword.
Right.
Versus like, what she has is just very small pocket knife.
Pencil.
Yeah.
A paring knife.
It's true. You guys run off towards the wood line. You can see as you're running now, it is dark. It is a crisp night out. There's hardly a cloud in the sky, and there's a waning moon. Is that where it's like almost full?
Waning is going towards being full.
Right. So there's a waning moon, and so you can see relatively, with ease, but that also means that your captors can see with ease. And so, running outward, give me stealth checks. Right fucking now. What was it?
11.
Hold on to that for a quick second.
22.
14.
14. 27, 47, what you say? Shady Shrine, 55. My IQ's 55. Girlfriend's age, 55.
If you guys have never heard of Three Brain, you should. Three Brain was the shit.
When you're a kid and you wanna go weed,
But you ain't
but you ain't got
drugs yet.
Dude, Robot Hero, man. That song's about me, I think.
School bus. Alright, so wait, did everybody roll?
21.
21, 22, right? 11 and 14, right. So as you're going along, Tibbs, you see her put up a hand, but like to everybody but you two, the Kenku and the Falco. Her hand is so small it comes up to like your chest, but because she's in the front, you can kind of see it pop up, and like her hand goes up and then points or like lowers down towards the grass, and you see all three of them in front of you drop down to like their hands and knees, and the grass is fairly tall, but it only really comes up to say your knees for a medium-sized person. But holding really still, Tibbs points at her face and then points back towards the caravan. And how many of you look? It's a Medusa. You die. No, I'm just kidding. Give me for anyone looking, give me a perception check. It was a basilisk all along. The basilisks were the friends we made along the way.
11.
Now I want to burn this.
What'd you roll?
3.
Okay. Burn it.
Burn it. 4.
Okay. You
Burn that,
see
so
a
good.
few of the whipmasters, except for you. You don't see this. You see grass in front of you.
Eyes are still adjusting.
Your
I am
skillet,
dark.
your skillet starts to fall out of your apron, and you catch it,
Oh, I
And
took
you-
the hat off, by the way.
and you're busy. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, you're like doing that. You're trying to be super stealthy. You're putting shit in your hat. You're spatulaing your skillet in your hat. You're just gonna hold on to it. While you're figuring that out, the rest of them who are actually paying attention see the whipmasters who are going by the second to last wagon, seem to inspect it quickly, and then are walking around it and seem not to have noticed anything.
Nice.
It was closed, and the canvas was draped back over it, hastily tied.
Shoot to shoot.
I explained that again because Graham looked confused. Tibbs hops back up and bolts again, to which Emili and the Dragonborn follow. I assume you guys do as well?
As,
Yo!
yes, indeed.
As do I.
Correct.
You have made it to the tree line. It's at this time we're super fast. Rayne has made it to Ludus. It is nighttime. It seems to be fairly well guarded with about I think he said like 13 or 14 foot tall stone wall and a big 2-door gate that at the moment is currently ajar. Your horse ran ragged and is hyperventilating.
What? Why?
Why? They don't have infinite speed? What do you mean?
Just use your hayas.
Time up.
By his hog tie him.
Yeah.
Hog tie him. Yeah, I don't fucking nowhere. Stupid horse.
It's like taking the wheels off your car.
Was that Men in Tights where they put those like steering
The
wheels
hitches?
No,
hitches
yeah.
on them? Yeah, on their necks. Hell yeah, dude.
Give them food and water. Time up. Somewhere on the outside.
Okay. Yeah, we'll say there's hitches on the outside.
On one of those hitches.
Yeah.
And
One of those hitches.
Yeah, one
Gross.
of those.
Gross.
Not these ones, those ones. Doors ajar. You said there are guards?
Yeah. There seem to be light leathered, for all you people at home, lightly leathered armored, muscular gladiator types. Those types.
Okay.
They are patrolling, like meandering really,
Okay.
like wandering about.
Hmm.
Almost like they're confined vagabonds, if you will. Will you?
I will. Yes.
Great. I'm
I
glad.
have.
Yes, and.
Do I sneak?
We're married now.
Do I talk?
That's how improv works.
Yes, and.
And
Are they together or are they apart? Are they
Emotionally?
walking together?
They're holding hands right
they're
now.
like sporadic and just kind of like meandering around, like walking around the complex. Like they're
I'm gonna
keeping
get
an
one's
eye
attention.
out.
I'm gonna get one's attention.
Yeah, okay. There's a guy who's actually on the wall, who's like looking around.
Personal, sir.
What do you want?
Hey, what are you guarding here?
What do you mean?
You guarding this place?
Yeah, it's a ludus.
What's that?
That's a what? Who are you?
It doesn't matter. What's
What?
inside?
Who's
here?
talking?
This is the estate of Abe the Sling.
Oh. Sounds like a pretty interesting guy.
The Sling.
So he's dead?
What?
The sling? He's been slain.
No, man, the sling.
Oh, sling.
Like you toss a
I'm
rock
sorry,
at
you
someone's
have a weird
face.
accent. Okay.
You have a weird accent. Hey, Joel,
Great, sir.
come with this fucktard. What do you want, man?
I'm looking for a horned man.
Look, this isn't that kind of ludus.
The only thing that I can
I'm
like
pretty sure it is that
imagine
exact kind of lotus.
when you said lightly leathered, muscular men was like...
It's a tongue twister. That's what I say before we start recording. Lightly leathered muscular men.
I'm thinking like village people.
I'm thinking just like the whole bondage, like...
The assless chaps walking around with like a cop's hat on.
with a harness and... Yeah.
Ooh, Joel, look at this one. Hey. Fresh meat, boys.
Oh, God. Soup's on.
Soup's on. Shanado's just walking around. Soup's on. Ooh.
I'm looking for a man.
That soup is on.
And what would you like with a man with horns?
I would like to kill him.
Tough tits.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know what to tell you, stranger, at this late hour.
Stranger.
Coming to our estate. Any further and you're going to be killed. I'm throwing that out there. Just between us, man. Just between you
Betwixt.
and just between me and just between you.
What about Joel here? Is it between him now too?
It's got nothing to do with Joel. Joel's going to mind his own goddamn business. And he goes, yeah, that's right.
So there's no one else here.
There are plenty of people here, but it's only going to take me.
That's presumptuous.
So you're not going to be any more helpful.
I'm plenty helpful. My friends think I'm the most helpful.
Well,
If they moved Friday, and then they needed to move Sunday,
what would it
I
take
would
for
be
you
there
to-
to help them move.
All right, how do
Even
we-
the hard stuff, even the heavy stuff,
how
I'd
do we
help them
become
move.
friends?
You and I? How much coin do you have?
About 5 left.
5?
Yeah.
5 what?
5 gold.
Gross.
What do you
I make that in like a day.
Dang. Wow, that's impressive.
Joel's like looking at him, and he's like, shh. Joel, shut up.
Well, that's all I have on me, so take it or leave it.
I mean, I'll take it
For assistance?
for you to leave. Yeah, sure, go
Want
ahead.
me to leave? Alright. I'm just gonna walk away.
What about my Joel, I don't think I did that right. You definitely didn't.
Kiss Moon here, reminding you that sex may be great, but these fine podcasts are better. Go ahead, give 'em a go.
What would you do if I told you that the world is not what it seems?
You're telling me that potato salad is the key to other worlds? Ha! It's not even the best side dish.
And people are not who they appear to be.
I don't know that we can trust Master Goucher.
Well, I know for damn sure we can't trust Charles Edward Cheese.
My name's not Mike. Where puns run rampant through the streets.
The Global Adventurers Guild Master Enterprises will not stand for this.
Well, it's gag me for sure, so I'm pretty sure they take everything on their knees, don't they?
And it's hard to tell who the real monsters are.
Well, yeah, it's a mimic. But I'm Francis the Lion.
3 heroes.
You have my sword.
You have my kazoo.
Oh god, my hip.
Face off against 3 villains.
Never again will they enslave me.
We'll make damn sure of that.
I'm Francis the Lion.
We know.
To keep the world of Euphrae from ripping apart.
This damn portal won't close.
Have you tried turning it off and back on again?
And Tim and Terry from getting even more screwed.
They're totally werewolves.
Yep, they're definitely werewolves.
Holy shit, those guys are werewolves.
Welcome to A Fool's Quest. A Fool's Quest can be found on all major podcasting platforms simply by searching A Fool's Quest.
Adventure, laughter, and a complete disregard for the rules. From Afar Podcast is a Dungeons & Dragons 5e actual play podcast with a focus on roleplay, making goofs, and storytelling. Join us aboard the Sea Monster for hijinks on the high seas as a diverse party searches for the fabled lost city of Atlantis. Find us on all major podcast platforms and on social media at From Afar Podcast. Come aboard the Sea Monster and join these 4 friends separated by distance but brought together through adventure.
We were actually, me and my friend here.
He points to a cat.
Oh, you're friends with a cat. Yes, he's one of those Dreamlands cats. So he's more than a cat.
Yes, and he is very lucky to consider myself his friend.
What did he say? He said that I was lucky to consider myself his friend.
Oh, okay.
I do feel that way.
Okay.
I don't have too many friends.
You really aren't that bright, are you?
No.
Hey, it's me, Adam, the DM over at Microphones and Monsters. You just got done listening to a short clip from our show. Microphones and Monsters is a Cthulhu Mythos 5th edition actual play podcast. We ask you to join us every week, Monday and Friday. You can find us on your favorite podcatcher, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You can find all of our links at microphonesandmonsters.com.
Right. That being said, remember, showing support on our social media is free. And we appreciate it because it goes a very long way. Especially if you give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcast. It means a lot to us and it goes a very long way. With all that being said, let's get back to the action.
Is that the only entrance?
That you see at the moment, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna... Is it a circular gate?
It's a rectangle. Fairly large rectangle.
I can't walk around.
And that's my only weakness. Angles.
I go in circles.
I just need a curve. I can't deal with angles. It fucks me up.
The long way around a rectangle is the same.
No, it's a circle.
Oh my god!
Rectangles can fit in circles.
Like his OCD makes him do a circle. It has to be a perfect circle, otherwise he has to start over again. Oh Lord. I don't think it has anything to do with this.
Not anymore, yeah.
So I'm gonna walk around.
Alright. You see that towards the end of this ludus is a large boulders and then a cliff face on the end. It seems that it has a sheer drop. Many a feet, many stories.
Many of dead people.
What
Is it
story?
scalable? Like, do I see like footholds and such, or is it just flat?
It's flat unless you had some sort of climbing gear. Well, that's not my fault. Okay, I didn't do this to you. This is your fault. You did this to your character.
Do it to me.
It's true.
So.
He's right.
All right. I'm gonna go back around to the front. But
Hey Joe, he's back.
No, but like not like straight to them, just like kind of like around to where I
in
can
a
see
circle.
them, they can't see me.
Oh.
Around in a circle.
Do you have your hands over your eyes? And they're like, shit, Joel, I thought he was coming around. Apparently not. I can't fucking see him.
Well, it's dark out, right?
Yeah,
So
but there's
when you
torchlight and such.
Are there other buildings around? Like,
Nope.
are casting shadows? No.
Nope.
Nothing.
God, for a
Okay,
ways.
so my imagination is just.
Have I not given you enough detail?
No, I mean, you have that place. I just figured I was in a town with other buildings.
No, this is a
rectangle.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Just a rectangle.
Just a rectangle. Is it nobody bothered to actually code the inside of this? It's just all barren. You shouldn't go through the gates because it won't load. You'll just fall through.
It's not even like 3D.
It looked like the one addressing you had some sort of short sword, or maybe a dagger, or maybe a long dagger.
A long dagger.
Yeah.
Longer.
Yeah. So about a short sword length of a dagger.
But shorter.
It's a really long dagger.
Shorter. It's an internum dagger sword.
It's a really long dirk.
It depends on how you hold it.
Oh boy. Okay.
It's not the length that matters, dude.
It's the girth.
What the hell was that? It was perfectly done. That's what it was.
It's like a whole dice change.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is this is bad, but this is okay.
The longer one's got more stats.
You want to go for the stabbing power.
You gotta stab more times with the
Yeah.
smaller one.
You want to give him something that's gonna
And
be
you gotta do
a
the
good
big
stabbing.
one to get the better result.
Right.
All the D4s.
All the D4s.
So what you doing, Nick?
No idea. This guy's an asshole.
Is there anyone else in there I can talk to?
No! Gone away or we will taunt you a second time!
Now run away, you English cunts!
It took me so long to figure out what that was because the first time I watched it, I was like 6 or something. I was like, "What's a nugget?" Like, you can't say that word. And then I realized it was just night, and I was like, "You guys are dumb. Why couldn't I say night?" And he's like, "You're saying something else." And
one word we
for the
can't
podcast, I'm gonna bleep that out so everyone thinks I say something. We're still you and me. We're still playing D&D.
Are you though?
You and I. Hold my hand.
I'm gonna circle back. All right, one more time.
One more time. Okay.
Breaking so many copyrights.
What's your name?
Huh?
What's your name?
My name is Phil.
Phil.
Obviously. It says right. Joe, where's my name tag?
Is it magnetic?
Yeah.
No, it can't be. It can't be because it's leather. Light leather.
Maybe that's the problem.
It can be, it's just they're not very small.
It's on the opposite side.
It's just like it's pinned into his skin. Oh, there it is. What's your name, stranger? The
My
one
name
with
is
many. Rain? Well, like the water that falls from the sky?
No.
It sounds like it. When you say it and then I say it, it sounds like the same thing as
So
what
fill, like as in fill up my cup.
I could.
Okay.
If you had it. I'm sorry.
I'm done with this game. I'm
I
done.
got 3
I'm just
gold
walking
for
away.
You said you have 5 gold.
Yeah, the price went down. If you,
I said the price.
no, I said the price.
No, you didn't.
I'm doing it right now.
I don't like this, Joel.
Joel, will you be of any assistance to me?
Yeah, I guess.
All right, thank you. Has there been a horned man in your establishment here?
Probably.
Probably. Okay.
Yeah. Maybe.
Okay.
This is when the GM gives you nothing. Nothing. What are you gonna do?
Can you find out from me definitively if there has been one?
Look, I don't work for you.
I know. I'm just asking you to do me a favor, not
Or are you gonna do me a favor?
possibly.
Can I have your horse?
You have my horse. What are you gonna do with him?
Doesn't matter. What are you gonna do with the information I give you? I don't give a shit.
I don't care about whatever
wrong.
you get, so why should you care about what I get?
My horse is my transport. I can't part with that.
Alright. You got your weapons on you?
I also can't part with that.
I feel like you're being confrontational.
Confrontational.
Yeah.
It can be confrontational.
I mean, it's looking like you're doing it already, so.
It's slashing time. I'm gonna straight up cut his throat.
He's on a wall.
He's on the wall.
He's on the wall.
Yeah,
He's
cut
up.
fucking Phil's throat then.
They're both on the wall.
I thought one was in front of him.
Yeah. So you said I want to get their attention. I said the guy on the wall looks down at you, and then we began the discourse.
Oh, that's why.
How did you figure he could use money?
Huh?
How did
You guys jumped really high.
Huh?
Alright.
I'm gonna. Alright, I'm gonna go talk to someone else that can give me the information. I'm gonna try to go inside.
Okay. By this time, 3 more have like gathered to see what the fucking commotion was at the ajar. Like they left the door open. They don't give a fuck. But they're all kind of just watching, like in the ghetto, when when like
Yes,
a car
yes,
stops.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like
someone
there's-
who shouldn't be in your neighborhood.
Yeah, and then
It's like a
everyone decides to
cul-de-sac.
come outside and sit on the porch and be like, "What's this?" And you're like,
What's going on?
When your neighbors are fighting and you can
Yeah.
hear it, so you're just kind of like, I gotta figure
Yeah.
out what the hell to
Or
do
your mom and
outside.
dad.
Have some
Mow the
gardening
lawn
to
and
do.
stuff.
Mow the
Yes.
lawn without
Right.
a lawnmower on.
Just keep taking the lid on and off the trash.
Right. Just like putting it.
Just making sure that garbage is still in there.
Yeah, just moving it around.
No bugs in here, right? Okay. Goddamn raccoon problem.
Them opossums.
So you head towards the the open gate, the doors. And
I mean not to confront anyone. I just need some information on an individual.
So one directly in front of you goes, "Who the hell are you? Who sent you?"
My name is Rayne. I'm sent from. I forgot the name of my place.
He says to himself.
I forgot. Hold on.
Shit. No, that happens to me all the time. Like I forget if it's Lotus or Ludus or like Ludicrous, and so I just say all three sometimes and hope they know
He's gonna
what
look
I
through his
mean.
memo
Ludicrous.
And he's got fucking
Ludicrous.
like a detective's notepad, like a PI and shit.
One of the yellow legal pens.
I'm from the Order of the Domain's Day, from the Born Citadel.
That sounds high end.
Yes, it is.
That's not from here, right?
No.
Like this from. What are you doing way over here?
I'm here hunting a man.
A horny man.
Oh, horned man.
Oh.
I don't know if he's
See, me and the
horny.
boys, we were wondering.
He might be. He's probably been by himself for a while, so.
That's interesting. God damn this game. It's the best.
I cannot return home until I have him either dead or alive. So.
Like, we
you
saw
understand my importance.
a weird looking fella who was a pain in the ass.
Sounds like him.
He had like a little tail thing.
Yeah.
He looked really.
Was he wearing an apron?
He was
Some
until
weird
he
reason?
wasn't.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know? It's like we have a dress code.
Why is he wearing an apron?
Right.
It's really weird. Just
Yeah.
weird dude shouldn't be here at all.
Some Elvin Betty Crocker shit over here.
Yeah.
Bring that into our Ludus.
You really can't wait to get past this part, can you? So that you have to stop. You can stop saying it.
I'm gonna be entirely honest with you. I did that on purpose.
It felt on purpose.
I like it. It was good.
I really liked it. I wanted to lean into it. I literally just got done saying he messes those three words up. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just here to relieve you of him. Sounds like he's been a nuisance. Just one guy. That's all I want.
You want to be a man relieving another man of a horny man? Listen.
And I just started blasting.
So I start blasting. Listen. I don't really give a shit. Alright? There's some people who try and get their whatever. But I'm going to tell you that the boss and them, they already left. And if they're making good time, they're probably already trading hands and making it to the arena.
The arena.
Yeah. You just follow this northeastern road over here, and essentially the first settlement you see is going to have the arena.
Okay.
There are a couple campsites along the way. Whatever issue you got to take it up with the boss first. Don't try and shit, because none of my coworkers are going to stand for that shit. All right.
Of course, yeah. Everything will go by him. What's his name? What is his name?
My boss's name is Abe the Sling.
Abe the Sling.
But the one you should be addressing is Shinada. He's a house servant who handles a lot of that, ins and outs.
All right. Thank you very much. You've been very helpful.
Yeah. Now get the fuck off the estate.
Sounds good.
Alright. Have a good night. And he's gonna like, alright boys, we should close this up. We can't just let riffraff in here.
Get my horse and
I so badly wanted Joel to be like pulling on the leg. I just want the horse. Alright, just give me this. Just give me this one thing. Alright, okay.
And we're gonna go. We're just gonna go further. You said northwest.
Yeah, on the northeast road. Yeah.
We're just gonna go down a little ways and.
It's a rectangular road.
How are you supposed to go around?
I can only go left, like NASCAR.
Like NASCAR.
No, I'm just gonna go like this.
It's all NASCAR.
On the road track.
Road tracks.
Yeah, it's gonna go down a little bit and just rest for the horse.
Okay. Cut 2. We are in the tree line. Barreling through brush. It seems like you guys are giving way to being stealthy to a full-fledged run now. Barreling through the foliage. I was getting down.
Where's the 3 that were joining us, the Dragonborn?
They're in front of you.
Okay.
Emili, Greg and Ebron, and Tibbs are all in front of you.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are going along, and give me a. I'll say give me a survival check, all of you,
All of us?
stay together. Yeah, dealing with traversing the brush and the shit at night. Even for those with fair sight, it's difficult when you're high adrenaline.
10.
10.
Okay.
9.
Flat 20.
Ooh. Perfect. So.
I would kind of be trying to see where everybody's at and make sure.
It's perfect, 'cause that's exactly what I was going to say. Was that Surtos and Ziemniak are essentially on the sides, and they're staying pretty close knit to Tibbs and Greg and Ebron. As you're pulling up the rear, you're kind of gaining speed. I'll say R9 for short. R9731. Never mind. I'm going to do the whole thing every time. I've decided. Falco hits a big brush and thinks he's with you guys, but has veered off to the right. And a hand reaches out, grabs Falco, and just gently, as you guys are running, brings you back to the group as you guys continue running.
Right.
Sorry.
Like I would the kids for real, just put my hand on the shoulder and guide them.
Yeah.
Way.
No. Okay. All right. Then you hear a quick. Wait! Stop! Do you see that out there? And panting and out of breath, you hear Greg and Ebron's. Yeah. I see. What is it? And you hear her say, I think they're horses. Give me perception checks.
19.
Like ahead of us?
Oh, maybe. Depends on your perception check.
12. 14.
Behind you.
Nick, what'd you
14.
get? I'm kidding. I hope to waste your nat 20s with these.
I've already rolled 3 of them.
Yeah.
6.
You are not an owl.
No.
And that is 4 certain.
Well.
Sweet.
14.
You got 14, 12, 19. And you're blind.
Yeah.
She's fork in the eyes. This is fun. We're in the woods.
I can't see.
Just hiding.
She's preening at the moment. Too many sticks got in her feathers. That could have went sour.
Too many sticks.
I
like sticks.
Off to your left, you see that there's a clearing, and that the moonlight is glistening off of something reflective on the ground. 2 silhouettes, very much like horses, are standing in the water. And as you draw closer, you can tell it is pristine water. I know this is in the way, but I'm also not getting rid of it. So we're gonna do this prairie dog thing every now and then. Hi, Grim.
Hi. Hi.
So this is the way I break tension. They begin to stealthily draw closer to it cautiously. The three in front of you. Do you follow?
Yeah. Stealthily.
They look like legit horses?
Silhouettes. That's how I described it, motherfucker.
Cool.
I'm reading this. I'm going along just as we all are.
You wrote
You
it.
got a script?
Huh?
Man, this show's
You
so
fools!
scripted.
We all have scripts.
Everybody but you is given one.
Right.
Just because I can't read well, people, don't mean you
This
gotta leave me out of it.
off the fucking rails situation is all scripted,
Wouldn't
and that's the
surprise me.
saddest part.
That's usually how it goes. It's always fake.
Yeah. All right. So Emili. Those are names.
They're dancing in the midnight.
She approaches. Do you?
I see nothing.
Give me another perception check. See if your friends are leaving. She's still preening.
Yep. I'm preening even harder now.
She's preening the fuck out of her feathers.
When I walk by her, I'm gonna put my hand on her shoulder and then point, and then
He's just gathering up everybody who
Yeah.
All the children.
And
give
Surtos
her a
is like,
signal to.
Surtos gives a psst, and you like are pushing her along. Like no.
I'm gonna give her a signal to like.
Emili and Greg and Nebrin approach the horses.
Greg inebriated.
Yeah, and I hate it. They look like jet black horses, like beautiful black stallions.
Oh, it's just okay. There's no riders.
No,
we see.
They look like wild horses.
Okay.
And Emili and Greg and Nebrin have approached them as wild horses, assuming that they would buck or run, to be skittish as wild animals are. But they seem very docile, very calm. You can hear them doing their very quiet. Yeah. The one on the right bowing down to drink some water and looking back up. Emili puts her hand on the left horse and then slowly climbs onto it. And there are elephants upstairs. Greg and Nebrin follow suit as soon as he sees that Emili's safe and isn't, being bucked off or anything. Also begins to climb on to the horse, but doesn't quite get up there. He's kind of awkward about it, and so his hand is more just in a petting situation, whereas there's no saddle and he's not very equestrian in nature. And then the horse on the left begins to walk out into the water. It's very slowly. And Emili, is very gently trying to pull on the mane to pull backward. And it just continues off into the water. Periodically making the...
Is the water getting deeper?
It is walking deeper into the water, and seeing this, Emili begins to become rattled. Greg and Nebrin also jarred, and he goes to let go of the horse, and his right hand is stuck. And it's stuck on the horse, and the horse begins to walk into the water. Emili now is calling out to you all. She's, "Help me! Get me off of this! I am stuck on here! I cannot get off of this! Help me, somebody! Stop! Stop the horse!"
I'm gonna...
And
run at it? Why not?
Yeah, I'm gonna run after her with dragging Falco.
Oh, okay.
You're dragged behind me. I'm bringing you with because you're strong.
Wading out into the water, you're passing Greg and Nebrin, right? To go out to her?
I'll sprint out there as well.
Because did he get off?
He's off and walking beside it. His hand is stuck on it.
Okay.
On the haunch of this horse.
I'll go for him and start to try to pull him off
While
without
these two
touching
are
the
on.
horse.
Okay. Are you doing anything?
I'm too
How
short.
deep are
Huh?
How deep am I?
In this moment, you've sprinted out into waist deep. About sternum deep.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw him up on my shoulders.
I'm not a duck. I can't go out there.
You're not any other bird.
Definitely not an owl. Blind ass motherfucker. Alright, so by the time you actually get toward the horse, it is now at the neck level of the horse, which is the waist level, or like almost waist level
for me
of Emili. That's how far they've gotten out to.
Oh.
It seems like there is no resistance to this horse walking versus you guys running out there. Like there's a proper amount of water resistance to you guys,
but not
for them. It seems like they're just naturally like they're in a field.
Okay.
So Dragoneeran's probably about neck deep too then.
He is because his started shortly after hers.
They went for different horses.
Yes.
Okay. I did not get that.
There's one on the left, one on the right. She got on the left. When he realized that she got on the one on the left and it wasn't freaking out, he then tried on the right, but he was awkward about it.
Yeah.
He's actually up to his chest and the horse's belly, and he's pulling at his arm. You're pulling at him as well, and then he begins to gnaw at his arm, at his wrist, and start biting at it.
Shit. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere near those.
How
sticky
do you
horses.
guys proceed to go after Emili?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a strength check. Not you, him.
Me?
Surtos.
For
You're the
carrying
one.
him?
You're the one wading through the water.
Oh,
at
gotcha.
Half distance. I want to see how much ground you can make, essentially.
I'm just gonna have this ready. 12.
Okay. It breaks even. You are half distance because of difficult terrain, and so you get to the literal ass end of the horse at that point, where if you were to reach down underwater, you could touch it, but you know it's right there, so you don't.
Yeah.
But you see Emili's head is just above water, and she's like keeping her mouth above water, but her ears are under. Her hair is kind of along it, and she's like, I don't want to die! Help!
Falco, grab her.
Okay. I'll try and grab her.
And I'm gonna dig in.
How do you grab her?
I can't grab her hand. I'd have to grab her hair, but that'd cut her bad.
What all
I
is
don't know
what
if I
all
could.
of her is touching the horse?
Her legs, right? Her like groin and
She got it
legs.
straddled.
Yeah, she's got it straddled, and her hands are on its mane.
Okay.
She can't move her hands.
Grab
She
the
can't
middle of
pull
her.
away now.
If she's underwater, you think I could reach under there?
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright, I'll try. Just go for a waist. Reach for her waist and under.
Okay. So this is disadvantage because you're blind to where she is at specifically.
Okay. Damn, disadvantage is bad. Disadvantage is a 7.
Okay. You grab clothing, or what you think is clothing, and then it slips away. It seems like it has a constant speed, and you had to fight against the current, the like wave. And the last thing you hear is "How?" and she's underwater. More so than that, you hear Dragoneeran, as he's kind of making short bursts of whimpering pain, but he is gnawing, and you hear crunching. You especially, Arnon, 731. You hear the crunching and the breaking, and then as you pull, give me a strength check.
Come on, baby.
What'd you roll?
6.
Burned an inspiration. Bro, we take those here. You're gonna need them.
18.
Awesome.
I want to specifically like reach for his wrist and just try to rip what's left of his arm from his hand.
Perfect. I think that's the third time where like you're like, this is what I'm gonna do, and that's exactly what I was gonna plan. Was that when you go to grab,
I was like seriously grab him and just like you'd break a branch.
So that's perfect. You go to yank it, you pull him by the chest around the clavicle, and you like karate chop downward, but like mostly your forearm, and he's bitten off most of it already. It is hanging by skin threads of what Dragonborns have. You just one fell swoop, and it's like snapping a pineapple from its, from its brush. I guess.
I will tell him sorry.
Yeah, and you hear him wail the loudest you've ever fucking heard, and it's right in your ear. He's like super loud. What would you like to do?
Muffle him.
Yeah. So one hand under his jaw, pull backward so that the top of his head is in like your shoulder, and you're keeping his mouth closed like you would a dog.
Yes.
And then holding his wrist and what I assume pulling him back to shore.
Yeah, I'll try to keep pressure on it too and just squeeze like his wrist.
Okay. Surtos.
If I put my head underwater, can I still see her?
Put your head underwater and roll perception.
Couldn't reach her.
10?
You see the top of the horse. So we'll say like its front shoulders, its neck, and its head. That height of Emili. And the kind of suggested silhouette underneath of her. You can't quite see it because what you assume is the murky or the moonlight doesn't hit that far. Or whatever the case may be, it seems like they're going further and further down into the water. And you see her hair is floating listlessly in the water.
I'm going to kind of aim towards where her hands are and attempt to cast prestidigitation.
Her hands are in front of her?
Yes.
And you have no vision of that?
No.
Her back's to you.
Then where her legs are meeting the horse.
Okay. I would say you'd need to pick a side.
Right.
Right? Okay.
I figured we came up on the right-hand side of the horse.
Okay. You're going to prestidigitation for what exactly?
Where her leg is touching the horse.
To do what? Exactly.
Clean.
Clean it?
Instantaneously clean it.
Okay.
Attempt to see if it's some form of sludge or something that I can get to clean off.
You cast it. You see the wisps of bubbling, and it kind of like thrashes around her leg and the side of the horse, and it comes up to the surface, and the horse continues.
Does it seem...
It hit. It did its purpose, but it didn't free the adhesive.
Okay. How far away from me are they?
Right now, they're about 45 foot because you guys had stopped.
I never said that I stopped.
How did he go to grab her and stuff?
I figured he went to grab her, and if he failed, I was going after her.
All right, so you're swimming now.
Yeah.
Down under.
Sorry, I'm tossing you.
Okay.
It's fine.
So that's fine. We'll retcon and we'll say that you go without Falco, who missed the grab, swimming out from underneath of him, had cast, and so we'll put you about 10 feet away from going and stopping you. Okay?
Okay.
You can hold your breath for 1 minute per your con modifier. 2 minutes. So 2 minutes. So we'll cut back to
2 minutes.
2 minutes. You pulling him back, running into Tibbs, and you both kind of fall to the ground. What are you prioritizing first? Keeping him quiet or the wound?
I'll prioritize the wound and tell Tib to keep him quiet.
Okay. So she'll with her tiny arms, wrap around his mouth and put her face on his snout. And you hear her saying, "Oh, I know it hurts. I'm so sorry that happened. You gotta be quiet or they'll find us, okay? You just gotta be quiet there, bud."
I still got like a tattered cloth robe or something, right? I'll just rip that off and try to make it.
He has some clothing on himself as well. Tibbs also has clothing. I don't know. How do you want to go about it?
I'll just rip off a shred of mine and tie it around his wrist.
Give me a medicine check.
Jiggity check your medicine.
Ziemniak and Falco, what are you doing?
19.
Okay. What are you doing?
Staying treading water right now.
Treading water?
Yeah, making sure he comes back up. What's he doing?
I'm just kind of watching them, waiting to see, if they need anything. 'Cause
Okay.
I don't care if anybody dies. Just
right.
I'm not.
Perfect.
I'm not running after anybody.
That's beautiful.
But if they're right there, might as well.
Make a bird
if they
call.
need anything.
Roll for bird call. They sounded just like you just tried. So 19, you 6 inches above the wound, make a nice tourniquet. You find a stick, wrap it in there, twist it again, tie it off. Just from some faint recollection of past combat experience, that this, if it's not cauterized soon, if it's not dealt with soon, taken to a healer or something, it could be life-ending.
Right.
In like the next 12 hours, maybe.
Okay.
If like that's maximum.
So we need to seal that up. Okay.
We're gonna hold off on that real quick because we're gonna go back to Surtos, who is swimming.
Can I get up next to it?
Swimming full speed, you have half your distance in swimming, so you can go 15 feet, and it moves, I believe, 60 feet as a horse. But saying it's only walking at like a meandering pace, I'll say it continues at 30 feet. So you were 10 feet away.
Then at the 10 feet mark, I'm just going to cast Thunderwave.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit! All right.
Well, so
As a Constitution check for both it and her of 14, unless she's unconscious at this point.
Unless she's unconscious?
Is she unconscious?
No, she just one of those. She could probably hold her breath for a minute. So
Okay.
she's fighting still. So do damage.
Do either of them fail?
What's the spell say?
14. Constitution
Right.
14.
What's the spell say after that?
I think it pushes them 10 feet.
Yeah, it pushes them separately 10 feet away from me.
Not separately. It pushes them.
No, but what I'm stating is if one of them failed and the other one didn't.
Right. Yeah, that would make sense. But they both failed.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
It's at like just a 10.
It was a
15
10
foot
and
radius.
11.
It's
It's a 15-foot cube centered
from
on me.
Would
Wait.
I get hit?
Huh?
Would I get hit then?
He swam away from you.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I'm
15-foot
not
cube, I'm 10 feet away from it.
Uh-huh.
I'm 10 feet away from the ass of it?
Yeah.
So would she technically be outside of that 15-foot cube?
No, like it would take up that 5 foot.
Okay, it only takes up a 5 foot.
Yeah.
Okay. That's 12 damage.
Okay.
And they get pushed 10 feet.
Yeah. Away from me. Didn't do what I wanted it to do.
Give me a perception roll.
Perception?
Mm-hmm.
12 damage. That would have killed me. Knocked me out.
10.
10? Okay. You see that they get pushed away from you, further in the darkness, and large bubbles emanate from where they were and float up to the surface of the water. And in the moonlight, the last thing to hit is her face. And it's closed-eyed, open mouth, looking upward.
Is the
And
horse
then
still going?
it drops into darkness.
Can I see the horse? Is it still
No.
going?
It seems like it's still moving.
Okay. Fuck this. Yeah, I just swim too.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay.
There we go.
No.
Okay.
That's for Smelly it. And that's for Durham.
Yeah. Thank you.
For what's left of tonight.
So you're... Yeah. Don't say I don't get you anything. I do think that's where we'll call it, though. I'm gonna let those two inspirations hold over for this case. So that was a hard hitting situation.
Yeah. You had to listen and do nothing.
Blake,
Yeah,
what was your other roll
It
on your
really
disadvantage?
So much I could have done.
Would have been a 14.
What the fuck is the name of that thing?
Kelpies.
I fucking hate. Yeah, I thought.
Kelpies are midnight black horses in Irish folklore.
Yep.
That if you were to touch them, they stick, and you cannot pull whatever appendage you're touching them with, and you must like physically rip them off, like sever yourself from them, because they will take you to the middle of the lake and drown you.
Is that the only way? I mean, you can't pull them.
There was a strength DC, yes, but
Blake, what? You're a barbarian?
Yeah.
You know, you get advantage on strength checks
when he's raging.
when you're raging.
I'm not raging.
Yeah.
Why would you?
Because he's a kid and he's playing his character
And it
very
would
well.
have been a
Everyone,
straight roll anyway.
thank you for joining us for another episode of Waylays and Melees. We love you guys, and I'm not sorry for all the shit that we put you through.
I don't like the sticky horse.
Yeah.
That's fucking terrifying.
It is.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of nightmare fuel.
That's heading me back towards like the Woman in Black levels of like when he's
The what?
Woman in Black.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
with the
when
rat
he's
clip?
trying to get when he's trying to get the thing out and he's stuck in the mud. Nope. Worst way to go. Can't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Well, it's,
Don't. No.
Look, this
Nope.
campaign is entirely shits and giggles and terrifying stuff.
Yeah, I don't think any of us knew going into this that we were signing up for a horror campaign.
Yeah.
I mean, Jess is the only one that can have that excuse.
I have nightmares.
Most of the shit is shenanigans. You get cool stuff. We have a hilarious time, but the actual story is fucking nightmare fuel the whole time.
I don't like this.
So
I'm already scared.
Use your characters.
Welcome to my nightmares. All right, we will catch you next time. Thanks for tuning in.
Woo!
Later. Yeah.